Interview. I want to remind you, ladies and gentlemen, we are getting some photography work done right now by Angel Eyes Photography of Mobile, Alabama. Need a professional photographer to take your wedding pictures, any kind of pictures. Call her today at 251-366-2677. 251-366-2677. She is the personal photographer of Travis Jamail.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, baby.
Way to go, Angel.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Back. And of course, first we're going to talk about this song here a minute ago. What was the name of it now?
Insane.
Insane.
Yes, sir.
And you wrote that?
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Were you insanely in love?
You can say something like that. You can definitely say something like that.
Ain't nothing like that, man.
Ain't nothing like it.
You can't
That's
let the woman use,
so
use
beautiful.
the bathroom with the door closed. Where in the hell you going? Leave the door open. What you doing? I'm using the bathroom. Leave it open.
Oh.
It'll overtake you there sometimes.
Oh, yeah.
With your pretty self.
That's bathwater drinking music.
But yeah, Insane, man. That song came to me. Sometimes, man, you're in love with a girl so much to where it's just everything about her is just drives you crazy. And you know what I'm saying?
That's right.
A lot of old school people sing about it. I wanted to bring it back to where the new age people will understand and still, you know, feel, be able to groove to it. You know what I'm saying? Because it happens. You go insane over a beautiful woman.
You ain't lying,
And doing stuff you never think you'd do.
You ain't
That's
lying.
right.
I saw a woman so pretty, man. I almost went to a little Marvin Gaye moment. I almost said, ooh, something I want to see. You so pretty.
Thank you.
Girl, come in with your pretty self. Tell your dad I said thank you.
He said you're welcome.
You just as punky next you is.
Yeah.
Your lyrics, they are very believable. They are real, and
Yes.
they're commercial.
Yes.
Matter of fact, your sound is commercial.
Yes, sir.
Is it something that I guess that everybody needs to strive for, that is fitting in with the next hit? You got a song that sounds or have that same type of commercial ability?
Yes. Yes, I definitely, like, I gear towards being real, coming from the heart. But like I said, bringing it out in a creative way to where listeners will be comfortable listening to it. It'll be pleasing to their ear. And it can be commercial, and it will be radio friendly.
How can one develop that? Again, for 40 years at a radio station, I've heard some everything and everybody, and some of the materials that we've gotten, even to this date, have no commercial application to it at all. I mean, how do you get? And obviously, they think it is, but it's not there. But how do you get to that level where it fits right on the shelf with everything else that's commercial, that's doing extremely well?
Well, to begin with, you have to be humble. You have to go into a studio and be open-minded and be able to accept ideals and try ideals and put them in with your own ideals, and then shop it out. You know, get opinions from people, from producers and people that you look up to musically, and then compare your music to who's out there, and that's one of the main things you really want to do. Compare your music, because you want to be in the pocket, but you don't want to glean from them too much and copy them. But you want to make sure you're in the pocket of the times.
I like that. I like that. Now, for that individual who is trying to get there, whether it be gospel or R&B or whatever, what shall they do other than saying that I want to be a singer, I want to be a writer?
First and foremost, instead of wanting to be a singer and wanting to be a writer, become a singer and a writer. You must sing and you must write, you know, to develop your skill, and that's the biggest thing. You want to develop your skill. And
how many hours a day do you, I guess, work on perfecting your craft? Is it 1 hour a day, 1 hour a month? I mean, how is that done?
It's a lifetime thing. It's every moment, every spare moment you get, you're singing, you're humming to yourself. You're thinking of ideals. You're writing, or you're talking poetry to yourself, reciting your own poetry to yourself, reciting other people's poetry to yourself. Is, you know, become one with yourself. You know, if you can't look in the mirror, nobody else want to look at you. You don't want to look at yourself. So be happy with yourself. Be happy with what you're doing.
Okay, that's good advice there. Another point is we get a lot of stuff through the radio stations, and your recording, your mixing, it's good.
Thank you.
It's good. How should an individual, rather than just going to a studio and say, I got a record done, what should they look for in terms of getting the right studio?
As far as going to the right studio,
do the right mixing for them.
Well, it's
comfortable.
Do you have an ear for it yourself?
You
also?
definitely got to have an ear for it. That's first and foremost. You got to have an ear.
You got to be
for
comfortable.
It. You have to develop an ear. Like I said, by listening to what's out there, develop the ear for that. And when you run into these producers out here, ask for something. Let me listen to what you have. Let me listen to what you have that's close to my genre of music, and go from there. And you definitely, you'll find the right person to work with.
Okay, you got all the elements to get there, and that's why you're there. And I really appreciate you coming by this morning. Any advice, again, to those guys? You've given a lot of good advice, and we certainly hope those guys who want to get into the music industry have been listening to you. Any other advice to them?
Yes.